What's going on, everybody? We are here with my week 2 power rankings for the NFL season, NFL 2020 season. And we've got some big movers here. LA's going up, Colts are going down, Patriots going up, Eagles going down. Let's just get into it. Before we get into the rest of the video, there's a stat on YouTube that says that about 87.6% of you guys are not subscribed. So if that's you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video. All right, starting us off at number 1, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Duh, like why not? Kansas City coming off Super Bowl win, and then they go up against the Texans and they completely obliterate them. There's just no question. They're still number 1. Next, we have the Ravens at number 2. Moving up from number 4 to number 2, I feel like they showed off that they still have that firepower. I was kind of questioning. I was thinking, are they going to take a step back? They still have the firepower. Crushed the Browns. Huge. I mean, it's the Browns, but it was crazy. They're rushing all over them, and it was all over the place. So up in number 2. Next, we have the Saints at number 3. Staying at number 3. They were at 3 before. Proving that they are the number 1 in the division, beating the Bucks. Now, the Bucks I feel like are going to be a good team this year, but they need to put the pieces together, and they don't have them fully together yet. So give them some time. They could be back for a big game next matchup. Next, we have the Seahawks at number 4. They were at number 5. But, dude, when they played against the Falcons, that defense was absolutely phenomenal. Jamal Adams and Bobby Wagner were crazy. And Russell Wilson's just being Russell Wilson. So, that defense bumped them up. I thought their defense might need to warm up. But, no, they were on top of things right off the bat. So, they're moving up to number 4. Number 5, we have the Green Bay Packers. Moving up from number 6. Aaron Rodgers is looking at an MVP candidate right now. He is absolutely insane. Crushed the Vikings big time, so no question. Moving up to number 5. Number 6, we have the 49ers moving down from number 2. Taking a loss from the Cardinals. We don't have Deebo Samuel right now, so we bumped down. I feel like we could bounce back. Coming in, got to play the Jets next. We'll see what happens after that. But with Deebo Samuel coming back soon, that'll help. Brandon Ayuk, I think, didn't play either. So bring our 2 receivers back, our 2 number 1 and 2 receivers. And I feel like we could bump it up into the top 5 again. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Number 7, we have the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, 100-plus rushing yards against the Broncos. They had a close game against the Broncos. Broncos are another good team. But they stayed in it to the end, kicked that field goal, won the game. And I feel like that says something. Being able to get to that point where, we're going to lose, but no, you keep going at it and kick that field goal, win the game. I think that's big, and the Titans won that game, and I think they deserve the spot. Next, you have the Bills coming in number 8. It seems like a big gap just because they beat the Jets, but it's not. It's because a lot of other teams were moving around them, and they got bumped up from the other things. They beat the Jets fairly well, and I feel like they're going to be a really solid team this year. So yeah, they didn't bump up. Other teams went down. I mean, they probably would have bumped up from 14, but not that much. So if you get what I mean, it wasn't just them; it was other teams too. Next, we have the Buccaneers coming up from number 11 to number 9. Again, other teams were moving around. Number 9. I feel like they're going to be a really good team. Really good team. They just Tom Brady needs to get in sync with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and everybody. So it's going to take a little bit, but I feel like they're still going to be that top 10 team. So number 9, I think, is where I'm going to put them. Coming in at number 10 in the top 10, the Arizona Cardinals. Dude, if I can say anything right now, I think the Cardinals, they have a chance to even win the NFC West. Like, the Cardinals are a stinking darn good team. Solid defense. Extremely good offense. DeAndre Hopkins came in here and just put on a show for his first game. I think this team, Kyler Murray, I think he's my candidate for MVP right now. And I'm excited to watch this team. They're going to be great. Number 11, we have the LA Rams coming in, crushing the Dallas Cowboys. Played it fairly well, controlled the game. Aaron Donald's still a beast. So, yeah, number 11, I think, suits them fairly well right now. Number 12, we have the Minnesota Vikings coming off a loss to the Packers. I think they're still going to do fairly well this season. I think they're not the best, like, top 10, but I do think they'll make the playoffs. So, yeah, we'll stick with number 12. Number 13, we have the Denver Broncos coming off a loss to the Titans, but when I watched them, they were playing great football. Like, they were in it. It was a tough game. I think the Broncos are going to do fairly well this season. I can see them making the playoffs too. Big Ben and the Steelers coming up next. Number 14 moving up a spot. They came off a win to the Giants, and I feel like Big Ben is back. I feel like he's going to do fairly well. He's going to need to warm up a little bit more, but I think Juju Smith-Schuster is just ready, and everybody else. I think the Steelers are going to be a really good team, especially with their defense. So I'm excited to see this team. Number 15, we have the Patriots coming up from number 22. Cam Newton came back and he proved he's ready to go. He rushed for, 2 touchdowns? Rushed for at least the first one, I remember. And he's ready to go. He's ready to bring this team up and back into the playoffs, which is a scary thought. But, yeah, I think they might make it. Number 16, coming down from number 8, is the Houston Texans. They came in, and the Chiefs just manhandled them. And Deshaun Watson's going to be Deshaun Watson all season. He's going to be a beast. But they're right in that average spot, and they need to make some moves. They need to get up, prove that they can move up in the rankings. Number 17, coming down from number 16, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking a loss to the Rams. That was big. Like, the Cowboys were supposed to be a good team this year, and they lost to the Rams, who they're pretty average. So either the Rams are going up a bit, or the Dallas Cowboys are coming down. We'll see what happens through the rest of the season. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones coming in against the Seahawks. And Seahawks beat them good, but the Falcons weren't playing bad football. They were playing good football. So I can see them bumping up on this list. And especially around the end of the season, that's usually when they kick it in. They could make the playoffs. Coming down from number 10, at number 19, we have the Colts. The Colts being beat by the Jacksonville Jaguars. What the heck? Phillip Rivers, what are you doing? Seriously, I'm just surprised. It's still, I don't know what's going on. So hopefully they can bounce back because I think this can be a good team. Moving up from number 23, at number 20, we have the Raiders beating the Panthers in this last game. And I thought the Panthers were going to win, but the Raiders came in and they proved they can play some football. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the season. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they can be a solid team. Not the best, but solid. Speaking of the Panthers, they come in at number 21. Just FYI, couldn't find a Teddy Bridgewater picture in the Panthers uniform, so it's Teddy Bridgewater. He does play for the Panthers. But, yeah, Panthers coming in, and they lost the Raiders. I still think they can be a good team. I think they have some weapons. Chris McCaffrey, Teddy Bridgewater. I do like Teddy Bridgewater. I think he can do fairly well. So I'm going to give him some time before bumping down any further. Next, we have the LA Chargers coming in at number 22. This is a team with a solid defense, but their offense isn't really doing too well. So we'll see how they do through the rest of the season, but I'm not too excited about this team. Next, we have the Cleveland Browns, who, of course, have a solid offense if they can do something with it. In their defense, they have Myles Garrett, and he's a beast, and that's like the only thing on their defense. So we'll see what happens the rest of the season. If this offense can kick it into high gear like they can, they have the weapons to do it. They just got to do it. We'll see what happens. Coming in all the way down at number 24 from number 9 is the Eagles. Now, this is a big drop. It's a big drop, especially for week 1, but the way they lost to the Washington football team, that's big. Like, that badly and just being manhandled. And I don't know. I looked at all the other teams, and I'm like, yeah, they could beat the Eagles at this point. Like, this team is a team that I could see winning the division. The division's really bad, but I could see them winning the division. But losing to the Washington football team, first game of the season. Really? That's what you do with Carson Wentz? We'll see what happens. Next, we have the Chicago Bears staying at their same spot. Chicago Bears, they have a solid defense. Offense, meh. Just meh. So, we'll see what happens, but I don't see them doing very much. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrow. This was a team that did pretty well in their first game, but I need to see them do a little more. I need to see Joe Burrow take some more chances, and not take more chances, but do some more big plays. I need to see this team do some stuff, but I could see them being a fairly good team this year. Next, we have the New York Giants, who came off a loss to the Steelers where they just couldn't get the rush game going at all. Like, first half, negative yards rushing or something like that? Like, they could not do anything, and I could see them doing well if these rookies can step up, but at this point, I don't see them doing much. Next, we have the Washington football team coming off a win to the Eagles. This is a team that I'm surprised they won that game, but I still don't think they're a very good team. We'll see what happens throughout the season. If they can keep this going, I might bump them up, but I don't think it's going to happen. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins starting Minkah Fitzpatrick. Like, why? Why not start Tua? I don't know, but they're back to their old Miami Dolphin style, losing games. At number 30, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off a win to the Colts. That's big, but it's first week of the season, so we'll see what happens. If they can keep it up the rest of the season, I'll bump them up a little more, but I don't see it happening. Coming in number 31, we have the Detroit Lions. This team coming off a loss to the Bears. That's pretty big. I thought they were going to win that game. I thought their offense was solid enough. I thought they were the better team, pretty average team, but lost to the Bears. When you lose the Bears, that's something. But yeah, we'll see what happens the rest of the season. I could see them being a fairly good team, but at this point, I'm not seeing it. And coming in at number 32, we have the New York Jets. New York Jets, probably the most boring team in the whole league. Sorry, New York Jets fans, but yeah, I don't see your team doing much at all. Sorry about that. All right, so that's it for the Week 2 Power Ranking. Comment down below. What would you change? What would you do? Do you agree with me? Do you not? Comment down below. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Make sure to join Discord. Links in the description. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye. Do